Alright, so we have Micaiah versus Ephraim in round one of Orange with RouxiFerre? Ferre? I don't know. A relatively newer person and Poimagic. Alright, and we're immediately starting off with Ephraim trying to accelerate.
Yep.
Double bonding Lilina, though, is a very weird thing. Just because you obviously want those in your deck.
Yeah. Well, the thing is like unless you have something like Roy or Loot, you're probably not going to be able to pitch him. All
Yeah,
right, so we got a little early game pressure with Kurth 1.
yeah. So this is
Oh, and
going to
actually it
be
gets the full buff too.
yeah, this is going to be a much more aggressive thing than normal, I would seem, just because, well,
Mm-hmm.
oh, the
So,
friend herself into the
oh,
40. Oh, okay, yeah, never mind.
tap move back, just tap move back, just tap move back.
Yeah, sibling keeps them alive.
Um, so I think the big thing is like, do you want the Kurth to die? You want to make sure that is
Yeah,
killed. So
well,
tap
because
moving back.
Kurth will just continue to set up and
Oh,
can hit.
okay.
No, they're Marissa. Is
I mean, that
Marissa?
hits.
Yeah, but Marissa in Ephraim, I just feel like is not normal. I don't know. Ephraim is just straight up not a normal, super common MC at the moment. So, um, yeah. All right, let's see. Will Ephraim get main promo? Because if he does, then because the Micaiah might be promoless.
Oh, can you see hand?
No, I can't. I wish. If I could, I would have told you if Ephraim had main promo or not. And same with Micaiah.
I mean, even if Ephraim goes on bridge, it's still pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, main promo. Well, it's because this bridge is one of the best. It's a pseudo 70 and it has a heal. Like,
Yep. Clearing the
okay.
Kurth. Okay, so
Into the
funny
double self
thing,
butt. Yeah.
I would not have cleared the Kurth.
I would not have either. I would have tried to put pressure on face just because Kurth means that they can't jerth you for Kurth 4. And
Yep.
that Kurth, sure, it swings 60, you're 70, you're relatively safe.
Mm-hmm.
Shine.
Oh,
Oh.
shine. That's rough.
Yep, Micaiah missing main promo, going to backup promo. Luckily, she does have a good backup promo, but it's obviously not ideal.
Yeah. There's still time to mill it.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm saying
Um,
Micaiah and Dimitri technically have the best backup promos in the game.
kind of. Micaiah has like some better ones in my opinion. I think Queen would be a little better
No.
for her sometimes. Okay, so like here's the argument for it. Bear with me on this. If you ran Leanne too,
Okay, yeah.
um,
If you tech for it a bit more, yeah, it's
yeah,
better. But in the general common Micaiah build, Shine is a great fucking backup promo, all things considered.
yeah. I mean, Shine can still let some things hit.
Yeah.
Like in this case, because the Ephraim is going to be a 70, it lets the Soren hit. It
Yeah.
lets if you had to have Kurth one, it would also hit.
Yeah. It has its
Um,
uses. It's just obviously not as good as the free, not air quotes, free draw one.
yeah.
Because growthing is just a time limit. It just says
Mhm.
you can't stay on Micaiah and draw forever. There is a time limit. But not like that matters too much. And they're also going to be killing the Moralibus with this by the looks of it. Never mind, they actually managed to live. Huh.
Yeah.
That is why Garrick is an annoying ass card. Just straight up. Alright. But now you've got 2 guaranteed hits pretty much, and then a Manakite. And the Manakite's also hitting.
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
I think Micaiah's in big trouble here.
Yeah, Poi might just be cooked this, like, dead this game. Like, yeah, okay, at least you got dodges now. It just might
It
be
is
a
also
little...
possible he may have found promo with that. It's just one of those like, oh, you better have another dodge. Okay.
But there goes the main
That
promo.
might have been main promo.
Like, you might be stuck on Shine now, which, yeah, it's passable. It's just...
It's not what you want to be on.
Oh, Kurth.
Oh, that is bad.
Oh wait, Kurth 1 is the only play. Oh. Oh no. Yeah. Poi is going to die here, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
And Blood of the Strong. Okay, there you
All
go.
right.
I mean,
Get green.
Kurth is 70. Kurth can kill Marissa.
Yeah, this is relevant at least.
Yep.
Um,
Doing
okay,
it.
can fly
Flying.
back Micaiah. This is also good.
Honestly, this is probably the ideal situation. That's a hit. Micaiah moves back, can hit the Myrrh, slow down the Ephraim, and just try and not die as fast. But yeah, it's just, not a good situation.
Question is, can it... Okay. Well, you also get a magic emblem, which helps.
Alright. Let's see. What can the Ephraim do to try and absolutely kill the Micaiah right now?
Zeph in a 1 cost would be really good.
Or Garrick and Peony. Should have
I
done it.
would have dropped Peony first.
Yep.
Because if you got a Zeph, that would have just applied immense pressure.
Yeah, you always want to. If Peony's giving you a draw and it's free deployment, you always deploy the Peony first.
Yep.
Simply because if you draw your better option, or even if you draw anything, it might change your options. So you always just want to do Peony first. Just it's free draw, gets you something, could be helpful. And there's
to be clear, it's not like Garrick is bad. This is one of those like there's no Mirabilis. And
Garrick is probably a good solid second option after Zephiel. It's just if you were to get even like if this was running like Roy and Lilina and you were to do this and you had half of it and then you got the other half, well then that's probably your better play. Deploy Roy, stack Lilina, and you just want to have all of your cards in hand before you commit to anything. Peony is just the least committal card you can get.
I also don't agree with buffing the Myrrh, because the Myrrh is already swinging for...
Honestly, because Kurth loses his buff, I would have got Peony to swing.
Yeah. Peony should have 100% swung here.
Yeah.
It would have missed, but like...
but everything else was
very low
guaranteed
commitment.
To hit.
Yeah.
Everything else was going to hit. Everything else is going to hit Micaiah, pretty much guaranteed. The only questionable one would be Faye on Micaiah, but that's 60 versus 60, good enough odds. So you might as well gamble with that one. Like, this one doesn't even matter. 30 sport. Still gets hit. Actually, no. Faye is a 70 right now. Their counters are off.
Yeah.
But... Alright, we got Jill, okay. But because of Shines, you don't have the ability to Jirth consistently.
Yeah, but I think right now you're just trying to live.
Yeah. Well, that's... Half the games with Micaiah is just, can you live until you can stabilize?
Yep.
And next turn is when Yoon can start helping that stabilization. I would have gotten Jill to do that
onto that. Yeah, I agree. Because like you could have cleared Peony maybe.
Yeah.
Not that Peony dying has to be done, but like
it still helps because they're not at 3 bonds anymore. Peony is now actually a cost.
Yeah.
Also, on the odd chance Kurth's attack was a flying emblem, you move Micaiah back and then she can help clear. Because right now, do you want Micaiah in the front? If you do, you can kill the Peony. It all depends on how many dodges he has. He might have dodges. Yeah. He's bonding dodges, though.
So, let's talk about this growth curve for a second. Yeah. Or this curve growth. If you're trying to do this to kind of help with deck reset, you really should growth the 4 cost. It's not going to happen just because of what's going on here in this game, but it's something you just have to be mindful of.
Yeah, yeah, fair.
Like sometimes growth and things like that is something you actually have to think about if you're doing something like that. Because like it's not a terrible play. Um,
There's just not a huge use to it because yeah, it sets up your retreat for later, but you already have the forecast going into retreat at the same time. So
yeah.
I don't think it really does anything because yeah, the deck reset's not happening.
Also, I probably would have just put Lilina in the front line just to make sure Ephraim hits. I know you're going to just pop the Kurth here, probably.
Yeah, Kurth is 80, Jill is 60, so Lilina can do that. Yeah, bump
Yeah.
Kurth.
But it's one of those you could have applied pressure on her face, on the Micaiah's face too.
Yeah, well, true, but this should hit unless self. But that no, yeah. It was actually, yeah, 10 off. Okay, doesn't hit. Do they do the peony attack here? No, they're not. Oh, and they got the pull anyway, so. Alright, now are they going to do the peony attack? Yes, they. Okay, so they are willing to attack with it. They just didn't for a bit.
Yeah.
Alright, and now we got the Yoon turn. They healed Yoon with Gathering Beneath Black Wings, specifically so they could stall out this next turn.
No.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, Bonding Kurth 1. And Yoon.
Yep. So this is going to freely fit face. I don't think you draw here.
You don't shine.
It's not worth it.
No, you don't
yeah.
shine. Shine is just too expensive at this moment, at this exact time.
All right. So, funny thing is, if the Ephraim doesn't have a lot of swings,
Yep.
the UA could actually come back.
Yes, but it's just like saying the Peony and Lilina could also come back, but those aren't as helpful unless that Lilina ends up being support.
Attack support.
Yeah.
Well, the thing too is, if they draw the Peony, they're not getting a draw off it. If they draw the Lilina, it's worse in hand than it is in the deck.
Yep. Oh,
okay, so we got twin skills.
No cost 1 to make Erica immune to stuff.
Yep. So it's actually very possible to get.
My suggestion would have been almost to deploy nothing this turn. It worked out for them.
Yeah.
But like, if you deploy nothing, it's perfectly fine because this Erica is just going to probably get smoked.
Oh, it depends. Oh well, there was the mill. Oops. Yeah, if the Micaiah drew it, the Erica is kind of a nothing burger.
Yep.
So now deck reset happens.
No, we'll remind him until he misplays something, because... Yeah, okay, yep, he realized, so he's not making assumptions based on retreat. Only... Ooh, I don't like this.
My guess is Poi only has Micaiah's, and they're not the
It's not
5/3.
Yeah, it's not 5/3. He doesn't have set 22.
Yep.
The fact that he mage emblemed away a bridge.
So, kind of going back with Queen Kaya, and this was why I kind of thought about running that card a bit more instead of Shine. So Shine does have its perks.
Yep.
The thing that could be nice about Queen Kaya is kind of going back with Leanne too. But let's say you ran like Kurth ones, for example. You could use Kurth ones as bodies.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's all you need, right? Is like you just need bodies.
Yeah, I mean, I did the same for a bit with Micaiah set 12.
Yeah.
Just because self.
Mm-hmm. I will say that's like the one thing that can be kind of cool with Queens sometimes if you're stuck on that. It's like if you had to get something like oh, what was I going to say? If you had to get some cards like if you ran still 4/3. Oh, well, we got to the main promo. It's kind of a little late, but we could maybe turn this around. I haven't seen a Zev pass by.
Yep. I don't think there's a Zephyr.
I don't know. I haven't seen one either, now that you say that.
Well, I mean, there might have been one, and we just missed it just because
maybe
we can't see retreat, but...
Okay,
Actually,
so they're okay, what they're doing here is they're just trying to check they're basically doing. I don't want to say it's an idiot check, but it's basically seeing if they understand what Erica. Okay. Yep, they do.
Yeah. Well, that's always why you always attack the Erica because there's more likely dodges on the Ephraim side than the Erica side, in my opinion.
Yeah. Man, that Kurth has selfed so many times. It's kind of tragic in its own weird way. Okay, was there anything that he could heal?
Is he grabbing another Yoon? Yeah.
Yes. Okay. This is good.
It gets rid of the Erica, guaranteed.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing with the Ephraims, the reason to still swing at Ephraim is that the Micaiah also just has a greater chance to self. So you kind of have to calculate the Ephraim selfing versus the... Oh, well, there it is.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, he does exist. Now this is going to be game if they don't rip out the Yoon. And even if you rip out the Yoon, good luck with Micaiah with 4 attackers.
Yeah.
Staring at you.
Like, this is basically game.
It should be.
I do not see a world where this lives.
Soren. Oh,
that's probably the worst choice.
Yeah, 100%.
But we know one of them is a Yoon. Okay. This is actually, like, not what I would have done. So this still hits because the Myrrh is buffed?
I
don't...
Does not hit? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, they just didn't do counters properly. Okay, so...
Yeah, they're not doing the continuous counters, which is rough, but...
Yeah.
I think
Ephraim should be guaranteed the hit, so if there's another Micaiah... Yep. The Erica could self.
It could. But
it's very unlikely, but...
Micaiah can also self.
Or the Micaiah could self.
Which is way more likely.
Yeah. That's just the nature of the game.
Okay, Rox needs to, do reset. And flying.
Good game.
Yeah, but game anyway, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just being stuck on Shine means you're flipping too many bonds. You can't Jirth loop. You can't get what you need to recover the game nearly as well.
This is kind of why, like, again, with the Leanne thing, like... But I get it, too. Like, it sucks. If you're not on 22, you're in for a rough time. Shine is, like... You might be able to still keep drawing cards, so if you keep going down on orbs, it might work out for you, but... It's just not really a promo that's great. It's better, like, in a world where you face more 70 base MCs, it's a lot better.
Yes.
Well, in a world... Yeah.
It has its uses, it's just... It's out of date.
Yeah. You use it because it's a 5 cost, and you use it because its skill is, like, both the skills are tolerable for what they do. They might be able to find you another promo. Okay, so we got Erica and Ephraim turn 1. This hits. Okay. Alright, we got our keep. Okay. So my guess is if they're dodging, they probably do have main promo this time around. The question is, do you bridge? I don't remember if the Micaiah does have plume. Okay. So, do you mill 3 greed? Wow. Wow.
Almost perfect. Just fuels your growths, but that also means that you might not have as many Micaiahs in your hand to dodge tank.
Maybe not. I mean, the thing that's nice about this bridge too is like you can mill the Kurth 4, or like if say you had to go on Kurth on turn 4, you could potentially mill the Jill on 5 for your turn 5. All right, so same thing. Let's see. Okay, this is an encouragement emblem.
Yeah,
okay.
dodge it.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, I'm guessing they have the dodges. Maybe not a lot, but...
Well, it was a 3-2 dodge. It doesn't matter. It's enough. The point of the 3-2 is to dodge. This is
so they're buying a lot of the low cost skills? Yeah. Alright.
Maybe their entire top deck was just half Micaiahs, so they actually had enough dodges to get to 4.
Yeah.
milled 3, like...
I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I would have done that. So you had a lot of 3/2s in the
Yep.
retreat area. You should be growthing those first.
Yeah, 3/2 should always go first, just so Kurth has the option to heal your 5 costs. Just because if you take too many 5s out, on your next deck reset, you might not be able to heal dodges with Kurth.
Yeah, the 3/2s have absolutely no purpose. The only time that they might come into play is, like, let's say that you're running Mercedes 4/3.
Yeah.
That's, like, the only time. And even then, if you're running Mercedes 4/3 to heal Micaiah 3/2s, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, because that's the only card that would actually be helpful. Micaiah doesn't run anything that's helpful. That's the 3, 2, or 1 cost. If it healed 4 costs, yeah, it would have some uses, like Soren and so on, but it doesn't. I guess you can heal Soren cost 1s to spin things.
Yeah.
But, like, good lord, if you're doing that,
The only, like, really applicable way other than dodges, and it's, like, on a dodge-specific instance, is if you were healing for... What was I going to say here? If you were going to heal for Jill ones because there was a Plumeria on the field, which is something that can be relevant.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so now this is where it gets scuffy. So you gotta...
Oh! They dodged the last one so that they could get to 4 cards, so they could get the draw for Micaiah growth, and then they got heroed.
This is the thing that sucks with Micaiah sometimes.
Yeah. Micaiah's a dodge tank. Sometimes you just get unlucky, and you cannot dodge.
Yeah. Oh,
if this hits as well...
This is really bad if it hits.
No, okay. So they had 1 Micaiah and orbs at least. But their still hand is 7. They're not hitting Micaiah draw this turn. And that's another hit.
That's even worse. Alright, so here's what makes this even worse. There's 9 cards in hand. Even if you drop Mirabilis, you are looking at a very, very scary Zeph turn.
Yep.
To where you unironically need to start throwing crits around. That's how bad this is. Oh, ooh, okay. So you still need a crit, and that's what sucks here.
You're just not drawing with Micaiah. Not this turn.
No. So you have to clear the Garrick. No, oh god, no.
No. This is fine for now.
Okay, maybe they're just healing for a crit.
That's what they are. No, I think they're just healing so they have an extra dodge.
Okay, but here's the problem with having an extra dodge.
Oh my god, itself, this actually hits.
So, if they healed for an extra dodge, the issue is the Mirabilis is not going to protect you if there's a Zeph. Yeah. If the Zeph comes down...
That's true. Zeph still just completely kills you.
Yeah.
But
that doesn't mean that...
Not healing... Well, one, your hand is huge, and there's 1 Micaiah. Yeah. We know there's 1... At max, there's 2 Micaiahs in hand. The one that was just healed, and the start of turn draw they just did. Chances are, they're not hitting this.
I would bump the Peony.
Same. I would actually do 1 on a Manakete, 1 on... Actually... Yeah, no, double Peony.
Just have the Zeph go through it. Or the Ephraim. Yeah.
The bigger threat here is actually ripping a Kurth.
Yeah.
If they were planning on dodge tanking with Kurth, they might just lose.
Yeah. Jill. This is why I was saying, like, you probably have to consider, okay, well, they may survive this, but it's not going to be pretty. I will say that's, like, one of the few reasons why I'm running stuff like...
that hits, doesn't he? Can he dodge tank?
Yeah.
Yeah,
all right.
A little bit.
The little Kurth that could. It does run a lot of 1 cost, so it's very possible.
He is actually running Kurth 1.
Yeah. Okay, that's another Kurth 4.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a lot of Kurth. So that rip was, like, really scuffed.
Yeah, well, there was at least 1 Micaiah,
oh, well,
2 Kurths.
I think they're going to get a draw.
Yeah. There was 1 Micaiah, 2 Kurths, a Jill, and then, like, 3 mysteries. And we know those mystery cards were not colorless, or else they would have cycled them with Mirabilis, because Mirabilis isn't helpful here.
Yeah. Okay, so they're actually going to clear the Mirabilis.
Yeah, but this is redirected to Micaiah, so...
It actually misses, too.
This does not hit Micaiah. Are they aware that the redirect happens? Oh, there it goes. Miracle 2, yep.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, yeah, punching Micaiah.
I mean,
So what was the point of punching Moralibus then? But it doesn't really matter. It's all the same. They just punched Micaiah
yeah,
all the
I
time.
think the Micaiah is dead.
100%. Well, she's gonna... She can't even hide behind Moralibus because you need at least one dodge for that.
What? Why did Ephraim not swing?
He did.
No.
He's tapped.
Yes. All right, so we get Kurth back. Now. Ooh. Okay, so we're drawing for Mickey. Okay, so if the Jill, so long as the Jill kills something, the Micaiah can draw again.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, this is probably fine because a lot of Kurths have kind of gone by. Oh,
Yeah, the Kurth is not going to self at this point. 100%. I would agree with that. They have no Zephyr dodge. The biggest issue, though, is the orb count. Their hand is the same. The orbs are just 4 to 0, so just straight up. Way more resources on one side. And they're ditching Plumeria from the magic emblem. Which is... I don't like that. But... Kurth heal a different Micaiah. I think they... Did they Kurth heal themselves out of Micaiah draw range? Did they draw twice from Micaiah skill? Yeah, they did. They had to have.
I would think so.
Yeah.
They were at 2 cards. Micaiah would have drawn for 3.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Jill would have hit for 4.
I checked the log. There was 2 Micaiahs that came out of retreat this turn, and 2 draws.
I think either way, Micaiah's still dead.
Yes.
Wait, why would...
Yeah. To buffing that doesn't really matter, but especially if why. I guess they want the Keats to attack face.
I guess. I guess sequentially, a lot of this doesn't matter too much, but like...
Well, look, she's untapping. She can Marissa just kill something.
I think either way, Micaiah is dead.
Yeah. And the Keats are just as likely to hit Micaiah as they are to hit Jill. But Jill, Micaiah is more likely to self, I think, is the assumption. Because now they have 3 attacks hitting Micaiah with a hand size of 4. Micaiah does not have the gas to keep this up, to keep living. His Zephyr doesn't even matter. Self, dodge. Yep. We knew that there was at least 1 dodge from the Kurth heal. But do they have more from their just draw power? This is a bad one, though. This sadly does not hit. But it's fine as long as you got the other keep.
Nope.
Oh. Unfortunate. Okay, Micaiah manages to stay alive, but barely.
So I think what you can do here, if you have it, is you probably Yune.
Yeah, Yune is the only out option you have here. And they do. Damn.
I'll tell you what makes... Now, here's what kind of makes the Yune scary, though. You put the Mirabilis back in the deck.
Oh, the 30 support? Yeah.
No, not because it's a 30 support. There is technically a line where...
Look, the deck's going to be reset, right? They're going to attack, and they're going to reset deck. Yeah. Deck reset happens right now before anything else.
It's more or less if they got that Zeph. And let's say, for sake of argument, that they hit a key. Very likely, since you're putting a lot of these back to.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, they could do that. I mean, that happened already earlier this tournament.
Yeah.
It was stupid, but it has happened. I can't remember actually which game that was, but yeah. All right,
Ephraim. That doesn't hit.
Yep. 70 versus 90. Or 80 versus 90. It was close enough that there was potential, which is goddamn sad for a plus 30 buff. Okay, Soren is not really helping here. Just because Ephraim's hand should never actually really get that big again.
Nope.
If they could get hit once from Micaiah, which is usually likely to happen, they would have to also get hit by the Soren for it to affect anything. And there is a chance of that just because of how many 30s Micaiah runs.
Yeah.
But
There's also a lot of 10s on the Ephraim side.
yeah, it's just not super likely.
Yeah.
Oh, but it is a 30.
Oh, there's a 30.
Yeah. Damn, it actually happened. And 20, so that does hit. Which means they can either dodge and go down to 2 cards, or they take the hit and do not get to draw. So they don't.
Guess they're not drawing.
They're
but
Alright.
I think
No draw. Yep. Alright. 2 bonds. Elliewood. Elliewood's still good because that is the plus 20. It's just, do you go for Micaiah? Do you just go, I don't care about the Soren and I don't think you have
I think you go for the Micaiah.
I would say as well. You can pull the Soren just so that it's available to hit later, but you should not really kill it.
Yeah. Now do you keep here? I would have waited until they said to keep or not, but
Yeah. I mean, you always should. Wait.
Yeah.
They're just going to dodge this. Yeah.
Okay.
We're now at the point where Micaiah is a lot better than Ephraim. Ephraim does not have a way to get resources. Micaiah does. Ephraim's only resource is his orbs, and he is slowly losing them.
All right, we got Peony. That's good.
Yep. Yoon.
Oh.
Another Yoon.
I wonder if that got cycled because of the Peony.
Oh, if that was the Peony draw? Maybe.
Very possible.
This is pretty much Rooks needs the Zephyl out.
Yep. Okay. Well, I mean, we're just gonna Giga buff it like this hits.
Well, there's no reason not to. I'm just surprised.
Yeah, it's just one of those like.
Yeah. And spin everything. All right. And yep, there it goes. Do they get the Zephyl?
Do they get the Elliewood back? That's also possible.
Yeah, their deck is 5. It is an option. It is possible. But Elliewood I guess Elliewood buffs Ephraim by 20, so it's enough. Peony, that's a weird bond because if they bonded any... Oh, never mind. Okay.
Okay. Must have been something. I would think.
Because they could have Peony crit. That's 80 plus double support. That's enough.
I think they were just trying to fish for another card. My guess is, okay, if they're thinking this long, they must only have like this kind of goes back to the Peony, like the Ephraim thing. If you're playing Ephraim, deploy your stuff in the front. Yep. Like especially Peony. Oh, damn,
also because this is the last turn of the game pretty much. Rooks is at 0 orbs, Poi is at 0 orbs. It's whoever gets the hit wins. You just need to get that hit and enough to kill. 10 support. Oh.
Yep. See, 10 support's just that's what could kill it.
Yep. That hits, but
no, that doesn't hit.
What? 70,
if the Peony was in the front, it would have.
70, 80, 90. Oh, yeah, they're both.
I hit a 30.
Yeah, Peony in the front.
All right, Peony again. What we get this time?
I just wonder what the other 2 cards are because I would say anything is better than bonding the Peony, and then you get the Peony to crit.
Yep. No, I agree with. I get it. Now,
unless they're both dodges, and even then, you could have crit there. Peony crit plus.
All right.
Elliewood
we
crit.
Get a Peony crit.
Yep. Someone sees it. Dodge.
I think the only issue is
they could have crit that attack and maybe
with how they were hesitating in hand.
I think the other one is also an Elliewood.
I think it's an Ephraim.
Oh, that's what I mean. Ephraim, not Elliewood. Yeah. They're totally the same person, right?
Yeah.
Deck reset. Yep. Oh, they moved it to hand. you're right. Restarting this, because we have autosaves at the end of every turn, there was no deck reset that actually effectively worked. It happens. So Poi just has to repeat the exact same actions that he just did, which is draw, support, crit, and there's a dodge, and there we go. Now the deck reset happens as normal, and hopefully they don't. There we go.
Well, they kind of screwed it up, but it might not matter.
Let's see if there's a dodge. Is there a dodge?
No.
There is not.
Okay, it was
Nellywood.
Nellywood. Wow, you were kidding.
Good game.
Okay, then what would you bond? I would have bonded the Ephraim, deployed the peony in front, and crit with the peony and Elliewood. And Ephraim just gets plus 20 naturally. That's 3 good hits you had a chance to kill. Sadly, we didn't see Poi's hand at the end and know if that had the ability to kill. But it was just the best option. And the Elliewood was a misspoke. I always just meant Ephraim. I just thought it was 2 dodges for main character. So yeah, bonding the... Oh, the second Elliewood might have been their draw for the peony. So yeah...
That's what I'm thinking too.
I still would have said bonding the Ephraim then is probably the best bet and just hoping you get something good. Just so that the peony can crit is a good enough attack always. But...
Well...
I don't blame them for what they did.
Poi also wasn't deploying a lot. Oh. Yeah. This is relevant.
Oh, they're keating.
Yep.
Green's not supposed to keat.
Hey, if you're behind on it.
I know.
Okay, well,
I know. Oh, dodging.
I don't agree with that.
No, you should never dodge against Micaiah. Actually, no, never mind. There's Soren. If you think they are going to Soren you, then you dodge.
Soren is pretty good.
That's actually a good choice, because that means you'll have to get rid of a 5-3. There you go. Just to stop the Lilina draw.
Yep.
And because you didn't bridge, Jill is still just a 30. Oh, but that's 60 versus 50.
But that misses. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Ephraim's a flip 1 plus 10.
This is where, like, all the 10 supports bite you in the ass.
Oh, yeah. There's many points of times 10 supports do. Support is goddamn the most important number.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we got the Micaiah main promo and just starting to draw. Since Micaiah's still at 5 orbs, she is in a way too strong of position for this.
Well, she's cooking right now.
She's 5 orbs, she's at the point where she draws cards. She's just got free reign on this.
Mm-hmm.
Micaiah's weakness has already passed. She's now in the strongest, unless they actually just have no Micaiahs and they're going to get, like, heroed twice.
It's possible.
Yeah, it's possible, but it's not likely.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so they're going straight face.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Well, yeah, Jill right now doesn't do as much, and the fact that you've already seen a dodge, and they've bonded to Jill, which means they're 2 down. There's only 2 other Jills in the game. So the chance of them having another one is unlikely. Yep, Soren. So this is just
big.
Yeah, this is just forcing the Ephraim into a spot where he has to dodge when he doesn't want to. Ephraim would rather have the cards in hand.
Yep.
Ephraim is also not a dodge-heavy MC.
Nope.
The only thing that could usually keep him alive is getting Erica supports.
Yeah, this deck having, like, all the 10s on Earth is just really problematic.
Yeah.
Oh, that hits.
Oh, that hits. Cost 1's not
the
supposed to
hubris
hit.
of leaving Jill 1.
Yep. Jill 1, technically one of the best flyers. It's because of the plus 20 instead of the usually plus 10.
Well, you know,
it doesn't.
Honestly, I don't know. I would think about throwing a crit there, but I guess you don't need to.
I mean, it also depends on if you have one.
Yeah. I mean, it's more or less that Ephraim doesn't really have range.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess it could have pulled with Elliewood.
Oh, well, Marissa's going to pop it.
Yeah. That is the other reason, too. You might as well get your full use out of it.
Yeah. The question here is, are they going to kill Jill with... Oh, they can push Jill.
Big because they can push Jill.
Push Jill. If they're smart, they will push Jill. Because Marissa's going to kill the Soren.
They're pulling? I mean, fine, I guess. But the issue is just like,
Yeah. You're unflapping here, and if you untap it now, what are you destroying? If you just destroyed the Sorin, that means that pull was useless.
yeah.
Bomb Sorin. Interesting.
I guess we're just gonna keep focusing face. Okay. Poi's not dodging at the moment, but he may be thinking that there's something like a hero emblem. Oh, well, there's the Jill self.
Yep. So yeah, Jill's gone, that's fine. So they are actually wanting to kill it. And then they're just hoping to put enough pressure on with everything else, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, that hits at least.
Yep.
Dodge, yep. Micaiah wanted to keep her hand low.
Okay. Well, you have 7 cards. That's kind of what makes this rough. Maybe there's a Mirabilis, so you can kind of go down a bit more, but...
Yep.
A lot of Jills have pacified, like Jill 5/4s, so I kind of wonder...
I don't think Jirthing is a viable play, just because I don't think they're going to get another Jill. I just think that the chances are is too low. Like,
Yep.
you can heal the Jill, then you can start. But you just can't
I think we're gonna heal it,
yeah.
regardless.
Make you draw first, because Mirabilis is the card to mill your hand down. Just, you know, if they kill the Jill, I would suggest just swinging face. That lives.
Yep.
Crit.
Okay. I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
Maybe. If there's another one in the hand.
Yeah. They've just already taken quite a few hits, and even at 6 cards, they took an orb at 6.
Heal it if you needed to, but you're probably healing. Yeah, we're going back.
I would personally start swinging. I would swing face this next one, but if you,
yeah, the issue is like you got to be really careful.
Well, like Faye is living, so that means you have the pressure for at least 2 good hits. Your next turn, you like. There is potential here that they could hit them 3 to 4 times.
Yeah, with Ephraim, you have to respect their board.
Or this.
Ooh. Yeah, this is bad.
Yeah. You have 270s, Ephraim, which just always hits, at 80, and Roy, which is 50, 60. So all of this has potential to hit Micaiah. You just go face. Don't give a fuck about Kurth. Hit them enough times and just kill them, I would say. They were taking orbs at 6 cards, which is not what Micaiah wants to do.
Yep.
So, yeah. Boom. 60. This is your least consistent hit, and it hits.
It hits.
Everything, and they took an orb. Poi
fine.
Poi might be baiting by trying to convince them to swing face if Poi thinks that he's going to live. Or Poi might just be dead to rights. That's a hit. That's another orb. Once again, this doesn't matter because if I was Poi, even if I had the dodges, I'd probably take orbs here just to convince them to keep swinging face. This doesn't, though. Okay.
The other thing, too, is those hits were safe because there wasn't anything like a...
Oh! Why? Why change your attack target?
Because there wasn't anything like an Elliewood. Or, sorry, there wasn't anything like a encouragement emblem or like the Selena here.
No, but like, I would just say keep swinging face.
They definitely should have swung face.
Now they can just jerth it back. They did not care about that Kurth. That Kurth was always on board next turn. That Kurth was always attacking next turn.
Oh. I don't know if I agree with this one. Okay, so I think I would have jerthed, and I'll tell you the reason why I would have jerthed. You just gotta go slam it in their face.
Yeah, Rox is also almost dead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ephraim's only during your turn. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was just like, but counters are never trusted. You never trust your opponent's counters, because, yeah.
The other thing is like you kind of also give them a chance to draw this stuff back.
But the only real thing I would say Poi is afraid of would be Zephiel.
Yeah.
Like, cool, if they get any of that back, they're not going to be hitting a 90 base Micaiah.
The Zeph is just the problem. Yeah, see.
Yeah.
Like,
So this is the rip plus 2 guaranteed hits.
yeah, this is what I mean. Like,
There's the Jill. Okay,
they should have just dropped the Jill and went to town.
Yeah, Poi could have won this game that turn if they went for it. This was a situation where beatdown was probably the better place. What? What are you doing?
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. Who knows?
I mean, this hits. No, this hits either way.
Yep, there you go. There's the dodge. Now Ephraim's turn. Can Ephraim seal it? They're both plus 30, so this is as if they are just normal, and boom, it hits. Do they have the dodge?
They must not have the dodge.
3, 2, there it is.
All right.
So yeah, last turn swinging face would have been better.
Yep.
The thing is, though, if they had swung face and Kurth was alive, Poi might have went, I don't want to Yoon my own Kurth, deployed Jill and won the game.
Well, the thing is, you're also Uning your Mirabilis, which is your protection against Zeph.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's the other reason why I don't really like
Also,
that. I would have just went for Jill. I guess the board was huge.
It was,
but
what, 2 out of 5? 2 out of 5
yeah.
or 2 out of 4 chance?
Yeah, it was pretty high odds.
Yeah. Poi won because he didn't get... he got lucky. He didn't blow up.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, you gotta be careful when you're spinning stuff like that. When you're spinning stuff like Mirabilis, you have to keep in an account that Ephraim could always be there. Or the Zeph is always there.
Yeah.
Well, that hits. Okay,
dodge.
so there was at least a dodge, but...
But this is it now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those, like, if he went for face, it would have won.
Yep.
Good game. Good game.
I wonder what Poi's hand was. Okay, yeah, 4 and 5, it was that on that rip. 2 and 5. Okay, so he had no dodges left. Which means if Ephraim actually did go face the turn before, it would have killed. In theory. If they had also Yooned, because Ephraim wasn't dying because he had the dodge. So yeah, going face the turn before with that Ephraim was the correct play and would have been put you in a better situation slightly. But damn shame. Good set though, all in all.
Yeah. That was a nail biter. I was surprised how that game went, because
yeah, both sides technically could have won it, at least. There was no, like, over dominating. Same with the other game. Just a few small mistakes that could have won. Because also, like, that Marissa play of pulling the Soren and then popping it, you could have just pushed the Jill and then swung face again. You would have gotten an extra swing on face. And and Rox only needed one more. So that mistake 3 turns ago could have changed the end of the game.
Yep. I mean, I get the Yoon play. I'm not saying it was necessarily wrong, but it's one of those, like, when you only see, like, one card in hand, and you have... maybe they got scared that Jill or Kurth might have selfed and they didn't have a crit in hand.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Oh, yeah. It was technically the air quote safer play, but sometimes that's just not the idea. You just need to go and try and win it sometimes. A lot of the times when you do that, it'll be that close. Wait, I missed game 1 then. Apparently that was Micaiah lost, Micaiah beat. I don't remember ever seeing Micaiah lost. Oh, we did?
Micaiah lost because...
Oh, Shine! Yeah, the Shine game. Right. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we got all 3.
Look, my brain gets fried after watching this many. Anyway, stop recording.
I understand.